EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Howell, first play, going to throw it. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Throwing here, Howell. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on an opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Howell out of the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that'll be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Broncos at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Purdy. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing here, Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice.
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Howell throwing on third down here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Howell, 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Michael Mayer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this off to ETN. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Back to throw, Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or intercept.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Keely Ringo picks it off. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Broncos in their hurry-up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Purdy looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completion here to Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jacobs. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Sam Howell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And this one complete again to Mims. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. On first and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 3. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to. Second and 2. First down marker at the 8. ETN once more. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Travis Etienne. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Purdy will throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. And that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a second and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brewer. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. That third down conversion good for 23. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Howell looking to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Howell now to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Back to throw, Purdy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now it's Peterson. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
1st down, Raiders.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Las Vegas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.